1. US snubs Pakistan on India's NSG bid. GS Paper 2, Effect of Policies and Politics of Developed and Developing Countries on India's Interests, Indian Diaspora. Why is it in news recently? In an apparent snub to Pakistan over its opposition to India's bid to become a member of the Elite Nuclear Suppliers Group, NSG, the United States has said it is not about an arms race, but about peaceful use of nuclear energy. Pakistan has opposed India's induction into the NSG on the grounds that it would give pace to nuclear arms race in the region. Barack Obama affirmed that India meets missile technology control regime requirements and is ready for membership. About Nuclear Suppliers Group. The Nuclear Suppliers Group, NSG, is a group of nuclear supplier countries that seeks to contribute to the non-proliferation of nuclear weapons through the implementation of two sets of guidelines for nuclear exports and nuclear-related exports. The NSG was founded in response to the Indian nuclear test in May 1974 and first met in November 1975. Nations already signatories of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, saw the need to further limit the export of nuclear equipment, materials or technology. Initially the NSG had 7 participating governments: Canada, West Germany, France, Japan, the Soviet Union, the United Kingdom, and the United States. As of 2014, the NSG has 48 members. On what basis are participation decisions taken? The ability to supply items, including items in transit, covered by the annexes to Parts 1 and 2 of the NSG guidelines. Adherence to the guidelines and action in accordance with them. Enforcement of a legally based domestic export control system which gives effect to the commitment to act in accordance with the guidelines. Adherence to one or more of the NPT or an equivalent international nuclear non-proliferation agreement, and full compliance with the obligations of such agreements. Support of international efforts towards non-proliferation of weapons of mass destruction and of their delivery vehicles. Why is Pakistan opposing India's bid to join the Nuclear Suppliers Group? One reason is the long-standing military rivalry with India. India, both through its conventional military and nuclear weapon capacity, outstrips Pakistan's capabilities. Pakistan's worry is that India, by joining the NSG, may widen the gap between the two countries' capacities. If India gets membership, it can make global pressure on our enemy pact to control its illegal and hidden nuclear programs. Why does China object India's entry into the Nuclear Supplier Group? China is worried Pakistan will be left out. Once India enters the NSG, it will have power to thwart Pakistan's inclusion. China wants Pakistan's inclusion along with India so that the parity of India-Pak is seen to the world and not India-China. China also fears India's entry will allow India to increase her own nuclear arsenal, which might pose a threat to China. China fears once India enters NSG, it will be recognized global nuclear power. What are the benefits to India if India is included in the Nuclear Suppliers Group NSG? Being a power-hungry country with huge population and limited resources, India needs very much the nuclear power substitution. So India needs the membership. India can find a market for its nuke technology, which is much cost-effective, and also sell thorium, which is abundant in India. The rise of India to this status would give it an upper hand in manipulating the geopolitics of Asia. India will find it easier to access nuke energy resources and high-end technologies from world nations more easily. It could also mean the materialization of Indo-Japan and Indo-Aus civil nuke deals.